Hey everybody, Smart Silver Stacker here. Somebody just left a comment on one of my recent videos that JM Bullion was completely out of 90% US constitutional silver coins. So I thought I'd go over there and take a look and see what's going on with that. And as you can see here, this is the JM Bullion junk silver page. So this is all the products that they have available at the moment. And while they do have some coins still in stock, you can see that these are all 40% junk silver coins. So those would be Kennedy half dollars that were minted after 1964. But if we scroll down and we take a look for 90% junk silver coins, they actually don't have any in stock at the moment. So completely unavailable at JM Bullion. Now when I saw this, I thought, well, maybe that's just JM Bullion. Maybe somebody went over there and just picked up a couple of their big bags or something like that. So let's take a look at the other dealers and see what's going on with their junk silver supply. Now, this is the 90% constitutional junk silver page for SD Bullion, one of my favorite bullion dealerships. And these guys usually have pretty solid prices on most bullion products. And as you can see here, their large bags of junk silver are all sold out, and that continues to be the story as we scroll down the page here. Now, here are some mercury dimes available for sale. And you can see these are actually mercury dimes that are in better condition. So let's take a look at what those are running for right now, because usually these extra fine, almost uncirculated coins are going to fetch a bit more of a premium than your usual circulated junk silver coinage. And if we take that price, $137.39, on our calculator here, it's a $5 face value. So we'll divide that by 5. We'll get the price per face value. And $1 face value junk silver contains 0.715 ounces of silver. So we'll divide that number by 0.715. And we can see that that's $38 per troy ounce that you're going to pay for these mercury dimes. So that's an insane premium over the spot price, which right now we can see is $23.05. It's almost double. More things out of stock, more things out of stock. Okay, here we go. Here's something a little bit more affordable, but it's not actually junk silver. They've got $10 face value, 90% quarters, but these are the modern quarters, the Statehood and America the Beautiful quarters that are currently being minted. And you can get a $10 face value roll of those for $238.84. So let's take a look and see what that comes out to in terms of price per troy ounce. So $238.84, divide that by 10, divide by 0.715. So that is $33.40 per troy ounce that you're paying for these coins. And these aren't even actually junk silver. These are just 90% quarters that are currently being minted. Premiums on junk silver explode like this. It makes you realize why they're such a good thing to have in your stack. Because even if the spot price right now is 23 bucks, obviously the price for junk silver coins is significantly higher than that. So even though the spot price had a big pullback last week, we can see that that probably is what triggered a lot of people to go out and buy junk silver and add that to their stack, and that's driven the price way up. So even though the spot price of silver is down, it looks like the price of junk silver is way up. So if you're holding physical, despite the paper spot price going down, you're still in the green. Now, this is a $10 face value roll of actual junk silver. These are Washington quarters. So that's $260. So let's take a look at that. That's going to come out to $36 a troy ounce. So this is the cheapest actual junk silver, it looks like, that SD Bullion has at the moment. $36 a troy ounce. And most of their products are sold out, so I wouldn't be surprised if the rest of this stuff sells out as well. Now let's take a look over at APMEX, because it looks like they actually still have some junk silver available at a lower price and a lower premium. So it's not across the board that prices have gone this high. But even here, the premiums are significantly higher than what you would typically expect. And it looks like this is actually the cheapest junk silver product they have at the moment. This roll of quarters, and it's going for $214.79 if you pay cash. That's for any quantity, so a check or a wire order. $215.07. So let's see what that is for 1 troy ounce of silver. $30.07. So the cheapest junk silver available right now between SD Bullion, JM Bullion, and APMEX is $30 per troy ounce plus. So that's with a spot price of just over $23. So a $7 premium over the spot price. That is quite significant. That's almost a 30% markup over the spot price to get your hands on junk silver. And that's one of the reasons I really like stacking junk silver. I think it's one of the most compelling reasons to own the stuff because they don't make it anymore. There's a very fixed supply of this, and now if there's a shortage of junk silver, then the only way for new silver to come onto the market is for someone who already is holding some, they have to sell it. It's not like American Silver Eagles or Canadian Maple Leafs or any kind of generic round or bar that is still being manufactured today, because even if people just decide to sit on their silver like that and not sell it at all into the market, new supply will continue to be coming into the marketplace because it's being manufactured from freshly mined silver. But these older coins, these pre-1964 silver coins, what you have is what you get. They're not making them anymore. So that can only be beneficial for the folks who hold these things as we see premiums on them explode. I've mentioned in previous videos talking about the inflation and shortages that we've been seeing, that inflation hasn't really begun to hit the price of the metals yet. And that's true when you're looking at the paper spot price. That, you know, the spot price that you see quoted on these sites, it's not based on physical silver. It's derived from trades on the COMEX, the futures market, which is all basically paper. I mean, there is some physical that supposedly backs up all of those contracts, but they are a derivative of physical silver. They're not physical silver themselves, and the vast majority of those contracts get settled in paper fiat currency. If people on the COMEX were to try to take physical delivery of silver, you know, someone would be left not holding silver. It would be disastrous. There would be a huge spike in the price of the metal. So I think that the price spike that we're seeing now in junk silver and junk silver premiums is where you're actually beginning to see the effects of all of this inflation. You're going to see it in the physical market first, not in the paper market and the spot price. And we may get to a situation where there's almost a complete disconnect. If some people are paying almost double the spot price for junk silver coins right now, then that means that just about anything is possible. I mean, you could see the price of physical bullion completely depart from the spot price. And the scenario where that would make sense is that if the spot price is being artificially held down using derivatives like futures contracts, then you might actually see the marketplace just say, nope, we're not giving into this manipulation. The physical price has to rise because there's actually physical shortages. And, you know, that makes a lot of sense too, because silver is not like gold. Silver gets consumed. So there has to be fresh supply of physical metal being put into the market on a regular basis. I did a video recently about 7 industrial uses for silver that's going to drive physical demand in the next decade. And those are just a few examples of the way that this stuff actually gets consumed every single year, quite a bit of it. The mining production barely can keep up with investment demand and industrial demand. So the above ground available supply of silver is actually smaller than the supply of gold. And of course, gold, almost every ounce of gold that's ever been mined has been hoarded and still exists above ground to this day, but it's not the same with silver. And what you're seeing right now in the price of junk silver is an example of what happens when something that's in short supply has a lot of demand for it. And I think that we're going to see more examples like this going forward. So something to keep your eye on. Premiums may drop. I mean, who knows? If the price of silver kind of trades sideways for a while, supply will probably come back onto the market. But something I've noticed over the years watching the silver price is that anytime there are significant moves, and this could be up or down, premiums tend to explode as people get interested in and start buying physical silver. You can really see the premiums move up. If there's volatility in the spot price, then premiums on physical product tend to move up quite a bit. And that just goes to show you that now, even though prices are a bit high, apparently on some silver bullion products, if you can find low premium silver, there's still plenty of opportunity to stack. And there's lots of opportunity still with the low silver prices that we have today. But that clearly can change in a very short period of time. It looks like this kind of situation just sprang up more or less overnight after the drops that we saw last week. Let me know what you guys think. Are you still stacking junk silver at these prices? Are you going to wait until premiums come down? Do you think they will come down? And how high do you think premiums actually could go on a physical product like junk silver? Could they be 100% the spot price, 200%? What do you think the ceiling is? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to know what you guys think. And I really appreciate all of you watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider clicking that subscribe button and the bell notification icon. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this about silver coins and investing in silver and precious metals, there will be some videos popping up on your screen right now that you can click on, so check those out. I will catch you guys next time. Thanks again for watching. Keep stacking. Smart Silver Stacker out.